What is going on, everyone? Ooh, wow, that was really bad. I was looking at the camera in the wrong spot. Chip. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Jeremy Rewinds. Today on Jeremy Rewinds, we're going over a few really special things I've been meaning to make a video about. Okay, so today, let's talk about a few things. My wife, first off, we're going to talk about her. Spectacular.
You are an amazing wife.
Absolutely insane woman. I love this person to the ends of the earth. Wait till I tell you what she's done. She did, first off, she bought this for me. Surprise! Online from a guy that I've watched very early on in his channel, as well as some other guys that I've watched for a very, very long time as well. Will be the second thing. And the third thing, which is what you saw in the beginning, besides this, was well, I'll just show you. It was this here from Nintendo. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I have been into video games ever since I was a kid, and I know there's a lot of new people on the scene that have far more Nintendo stuff, Genesis stuff, plus Sony, Microsoft, whatever the video game thing you're into. They have far more than me, and that's fine. I'm not out to try to be competitive, but I like unique. I like having one-ofs if I can, because that's different. Not everybody can go ahead and buy all these video games. You can buy the same stuff. You can buy the same TV, the same kiosk. This one thing, though, you can't buy. However, before we get to it, let's talk about this, and let's talk back about my wife. My wife was trying to figure out Christmas presents for me already. We are in September here, and we love Christmas. Our best time of year, favorite time of the year. So many wonderful things about Christmas that you just can't talk enough about. But that being said, this was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but she was so excited to get it to me, and it came from an individual who I've talked about. I think I've talked about a game I bought from him, or got from him. I shouldn't say I bought from him. I actually won it in one of his Whatnot streams. Is Caleb from Phoenix Resale. So if you've never watched Caleb, you gotta check him out. And this was another sticker in the box, the GameCube Gambit sticker. So I'm excited to have those. But my wife was trying to figure out what to get me for Christmas, and although she was so excited to get this for me for Christmas, she told me the story behind it, and she said that Caleb said he's not going to have any more of these, and this was either the last one or one of the last couple that he still had, and she had to get it to me, or get it for me, and I was just stoked. So anyways, let me show you what it is. And it is, yep, right there. Look at that. I'm trying not to bend it because I don't want to ruin it. Look at that. Mr. Krabs money. And he even signed it. So anyways, Caleb, thank you so much. If you ever watch this video, or my next group of guys that I'm going to mention that my wife reached out to, this girl she's just top notch, I'm telling you. And so anyways, Caleb, thank you so much. Kristen, thank you so much. I'm super stoked to hang this in the game room. Take it out of the tube that it's being, it's residing within, until I can get a poster frame to put it in. My next thing I want to talk about, Pixel Game Squad. If you guys are watching, because I know Ricky, Gabo, and Mikey, y'all commented, I can't thank you guys enough. It made my day like a billion times better when my wife told me. She was like, she goes, you need to go check out your YouTube channel. I was like, what happened? And I've been trying to grow this channel. It's not been, it's not an easy process. You don't know what really works. I mean, you kind of have an idea of what works, but it's like, there's so much that I do in a day and over the course of my 2-day weekend, because during the week, I just really don't have that much extra free time, if any. But anyways, she said that she reached out to the guys and kind of told them about our background a little bit, and completely mind-blowing that she did this. This girl just blew my mind still again. and she reached out to the guys, and I can't thank you enough. You commented, a couple of you followed. Thank you so much, Gabbo and Mikey. And I just appreciate the comments and looking at the videos. You know, hopefully one day we can get a chance. Maybe we'll even game hunt someday together. But my wife, 2 for 2. I mean, it's 100 for Hun. It's 1,000 to 1,000. I mean, she's just amazing. And thank you so much for the poster from Caleb, as well as the comments and the follows from the guys at Pixel Game Squad. Top notch all day long. I'm so excited to have that. But the third thing I want to talk about in this video, actually, you know what? We're going to digress. We're going to do one more quick thing because I want to do another shout out to Retro Rick, because Retro Rick you recently purchased the SNES Junior that I just purchased in one of my videos maybe a month ago. I don't know how long ago your video was recorded. You got it from the SoCal I just saw. But it's the Legend of Zelda SNES Junior with the Target exclusive. And one thing I didn't know, but on the inside was this controller. And you can see right here, it says Super Nintendo. It's an OEM authentic controller, but it turns out this is the controller that's supposed to be in there. Do you see the variant difference? This one has it written with a stamp, and this one's actually like embossed or stamped or whatever, you know, right actually in the plastic itself. So I didn't see it. The guy that I bought it from didn't see it, didn't know it. I mean, it's one of those little details. And there was a guy in one of the groups I'm in, Nate, I can't remember your name right now, I apologize. But you were awesome, because when I posted into the group and I was asking, you know, did I get a good price? Was I paying too much? You know, so on and so forth. Given what I've seen others sold comps for, I think I got a very, very good deal actually. So I don't know what some of these people were talking about, but at the same time, to each their own. More importantly, Nate, thank you so much for the controller. I don't think I told you about this before in one of my other videos, but if I did mention this controller before, I definitely am going to put this in the box, get the other one out, and change it out. But that was really cool seeing Rick pick that up the other day. So I guess welcome to the SNES Junior Legend of Zelda Target exclusive club.
Yeah, well, welcome to the club.
I don't know. Anyways, this is the real reason I wanted to do this video. I'm one of those guys that when I was young, I wrote a letter to Toys R Us asking for a catalog of all of their Christmas toys, of all their toys. That year, or maybe the year before, whatever, I don't know, maybe I was just too young, they came out with the Christmas catalog. I don't think I had anything to do with it. You never know. But look, here's another little letter inside, or envelope. This was from May 12th of 1995, coming from Nintendo of North America right here. This one the same way, Nintendo of North America. And inside of one of those letters, or both those letters, I actually have more. I gotta find it now. Oh, crickets. I'll be right back. Actually, before I go, let's do this. So I'm gonna block out my home address here. But here's my letter from Nintendo, and it was all folded up. And I've kept this thing from 1995, and it says, I'm gonna try to rush through it. I don't wanna bore you too terribly much. Oh, I had written 2 letters. That's right. I'd written multiple letters. This is really, really cool. I can't wait to show you guys this stuff. This is just mind-blowing. Okay, so the first letter that I had written, again, I'm going to try to block this out, is right here, okay? And it's from Nintendo, like I said, May 8th, 1995. It says, Dear Jeremy, thanks for writing. In your letter, you asked us to send you a catalog of our games. I'm sending you an intro pack that contains information about our products and the services we provide. Should arrive within the next week, which explains this big thing here, and I got that over there. I gotta find it. Included in the intro pack is a list of games that are either available now or planned for future releases. The dates given for future games are tentative and subject to change. Watch Nintendo Power Magazine for the most current information about the latest games and accessories. Nintendo games are designed by a number of different companies, so we don't have a catalog that has them all. In general, our company sells only replacement parts directly, but we may be able to help you locate games that are not available in stores. Please call our customer service representative for more information. By the way, I thought you might like a list of recent and upcoming games that I've enclosed. Hope you are interested in some of the titles. Thanks again. This was from Lori Hansen, Consumer Service Representative. Let's see if I can show you that down here. Right there, Miss Lori Hansen. So here I am now, 42 years old, Miss Lori, if you're ever going to watch this. And inside was new and upcoming games. This is, I mean, look, I don't know, I'm going to read you it obviously, but I want you to kind of take a look. Whoa, it's flying away. I'll read this off to you. It says, for the Super Nintendo, you got Fatal Fury Special, Kyle Petty's No Fear Racing, Metal Warriors, The Ren and Stimpy Show, Buckaroos, Stargate, and Time Cop for April. Now, this was back in 95. And then May, which this was written in, would have been Org Battle. June, the following month, we'd have Apocalypse 2, Bassmaster Classic, Earthbound. They even mentioned Earthbound. Look at that. International Superstar Soccer, and Packy and Marlon. In July, we would have had Air Cavalry, Commander Judge Dredd, Jungle Strike, Justice League Task Force, so Sporting News, Power Baseball, Super RBI Baseball. In August, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Part 4, Wall of Fire, and Secret of Evermore. Current hot titles include Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy 3, Earthworm Jim, Mega Man X2, Mortal Kombat 2, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Then they go on to talk about Game Boy games, which has Mario Picross in March. April, The Lion King PGA. May was Kirby Dream Land 2. June, Donkey Kong Land. July, 2-in-1 Asteroids, Missile Command, NBA Jam Tournament. August, 2-in-1 Centimeter. And current hot titles again, which were Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, NBA Jam, Mega Man 5, and Donkey Kong Country, which a couple of these GBA games, a buddy of mine, I'm going to put a video together. He asked me, he got a bunch of these Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games, and I tested them all out for him. And it says, but these are new and upcoming Nintendo home videos, Nintendo Entertainment. And then this is from Consumer Department. Right here, and this says, Dear Nintendo fan, thanks for your recent inquiry. We appreciate your interest in our products. We have enclosed information for your request. For more information about Nintendo products, please call our customer service department at this number. As part of our commitment to consumer, we also offer gameplay counseling. They mentioned the counseling. Although we don't charge you for the gameplay service, your phone company will charge you for the long distance call, and it gives their hours. That's super, super cool. Then another letter that I had written, they even reference it right here. It says, thank you for writing to us again. Probably like they were tired of hearing me write to them. It's great to hear that you're interested in working in video games. So this was from somebody different, Stephanie Kelsey. Oh, this is so cool. Because I haven't actually read through these letters since the 90s. It's great to hear that you're interested in working in the video game business someday. One thing, when I was a little kid and I was so in love with video games, I had said I wanted to be a game developer. I wanted to, this was it. This is what I wanted to do. Went on to do something different, of course, but some of it was due to, I don't think there was much available in Michigan where I grew up. I would have had to move to California or wherever game developers were residing at or what have you. But we're pleased that you're interested in designing games. Some of our most complex games can take years to develop. Most of that time is spent figuring out things like how the game will look, how the areas will be set up, who all the characters will be, what type of music, sound effects. The actual programming may not even start until 6 months or so after development. The people who are lucky enough to work developing games have a variety of different backgrounds: programmers, artists, musicians, engineers working on games and system development. So basically I was asking them, it sounds like, because I don't have the original letter, they would unless they pitched it, as to what does it take to become a game developer. As with any major decision, you should research the topic first. Speak with your parents, school guidance counselors, and teachers. We suggest you plan to study subjects like computer science, arts, and graphic design, checking the availability of courses such as these in your school to help you set goals. Most of our game development takes place at Nintendo Company, so the positions we have here in this field are limited. If you're looking for a job in this field, you may also want to check around for different companies that develop game software. There are many out there. And as you make plans for the future, you may want to keep abreast of the new and exciting technology. Don't forget that we'll be adding 2 new systems to our product lines. The Virtual Boy, right down here. Virtual Boy. Anyways, is an RISC-based 32-bit system able to produce a 3D experience not possible on conventional televisions or LCD screens. It's going to be launched in the U.S. on August 14, 1995 for a suggested retail price of $179.95. The system has two resolution mirror strand LEDs. It is unique design, eliminates all external stimuli, totally immersing the player into their own private universe. The 3D experience is enhanced for stereo and new sound design. If this is boring, just fast forward. Double grip controllers, which accommodates multi-directional sparkle movements. Virtual Boy is a stand-alone tabletop unit which does not connect to a television screen. It is powered by 6 AA batteries. Accessories will include an AC adapter, rechargeable battery adapter, which also will be sold separately. There are numbers of games in the works for this fall. We're working on Mario Clash, Wario Cruise, Calero Boxer, Galactic Pinball, Mario's Dream Tennis, Red Alarm, VR Golf, VR Golf, and Vertical Golf. A number of current licenses are also in the works on games, including Acclaim, Bulletproof Software, Hudson Soft, Ocean America, Rare Software Creations, and T&E. I'm enclosed information for you about our other upcoming systems, the Nintendo Ultra 64 home system. Now, I didn't know what the Ultra 64? I'm still playing with a Nintendo at this point, a regular NES. Home system. I hope that you find it interesting. There's some information about our system that has recently changed. We've set an official launch date of April 96, which is a few months later than expected. When we first announced plans for the system in August 92, we expected the hardware and software to be ready by the end of 95. The final chipset for the system is done. The results have exceeded our initial expectations. The system will also be able to be sold at our target price of under $250. However, we don't want to rush the system to market. We want to make sure that it is that our game developers have time to prepare revolutionary and exclusive games for what will be the most revolutionary gaming system ever. Thanks again for taking time to contact us, Jeremy. Wish you good luck in the future endeavors. Maybe one day you will actually be here at Nintendo. Remember, the best play here. Stephanie Kelsey. So I'm going to go find those other things. But these, I mean, come on. I don't know who would disagree with me. But personalized letters from Nintendo from the 90s, from when you were a kid. I mean, there's only some Grail pieces that I would love for my collection. One of them is at Target right now. I've been at Target and I see some of you have it, and it's the Mario on the pole. I just think that would be awesome in the game room. I recently did, while I was here driving around, and I might have mentioned it in a previous video, somebody has a 4-foot tall, like, bootleg Mario. That's a really good bootleg that I really would like to get, but it is what it is. So, this is between the guys at Pixel Game Squad, Caleb, my wife, doing both of those things, watching Rick pick up the same console I just did a month ago. But these letters are one of ones. Nobody's going to ever have anything like this, at least as far as I'm aware of. So if you know of somebody that wrote a letter to Nintendo when they were a kid and they still have the letter, or maybe you have a letter that somebody else wrote to Nintendo or what have you, I just think these things are invaluable. So let me get the rest of the stuff. Okay, so these are two of the other things that were mailed to me, and they were mailed in the bigger one, obviously. First one here is, I'm not sure what this would have been in, if this would have been something that maybe they had copies of there in their office or whatnot, but these are basically Nintendo service centers across the United States. From my understanding, it says fast, friendly, knowledgeable service, all Nintendo products. And it has a hotline, and it tells you the different locations. So like Michigan, where I grew up at, let's see if there's one in here. I'm sure there is, or I would hope there is. We're gonna find out. I got Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, I got Minnesota, I got Montana, Missouri, and Mississippi. Nintendo. Anyways, what about Florida? I live down in Florida now. Maybe there was a Nintendo center here. Yes. Ooh. There was one in Altamont Springs. There was one in Big Pine Key, Boynton Beach, Bradenton, Clearwater, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, Jacksonville, and Lakeland. So these were different stores that were, I don't know if these guys are still in business or not. That would be interesting to find out if these guys are still in business. In fact, I think I'm gonna find out. Then we got the Nintendo Power. This clearly looks like they made a photocopy of it because there's a staple in the corner and everything else in here. But this is so cool, look at this. So anyways, you got Super Nintendo games released since 1993. So they have, like, let's just pick a game here. Kid Clown in Crazy Land. Mario is missing. Here, let's do this. What do we have? Where did it go? Mario is missing. Action Education. Number of players is 1. Release date is June of 93. And then Game Maker says Software Toolworks, sorry. So is this just Super Nintendo? I bet this is just Super Nintendo. Oh no, this is Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and Game Boy. Oh, here we go. So this is Game Boy. So where's Nintendo? Here we go, Nintendo. Oh, I had little X's. I don't know why I had the little X's in here. So anyways, here's the Nintendo. You can see at the top it says Nintendo Games. And here's the last of the page for Game Boy. Yoshi would be released in 1992 by Game Maker. There was no number of players because it was a Game Boy. I'm assuming is the reason why they didn't do that. The NES. Oh, and then here is a list of game makers. 2-page, front and back. So if you were looking for Jelco USA, you got a phone number, got an address. Here's Mattel, Milton Bradley, Capcom, Atlas Software, Fabtech. I mean, there's just so many on here. Squaresoft. And then the back of it right here. Anyways, I really wanted to share all this with you guys. I've been wanting to share it for a while now. I just didn't know when would be the perfect time. And I just had so much excitement boiling up inside with what my wife did with getting me the poster from Caleb. Again, thank you, Kristen and Caleb. Hopefully you watch this and you'll comment or follow me in return. Same thing for Pixel Game Squad guys. Again, Ricky, Gabo, Mikey, anybody else, Riff, if you can, if you ever get a chance, I'd love to get your input on my videos as well. Maybe we'll all go hunting one day together, like I said. Same thing for Retro Rick. Super excited to talk about his last video because I just bought that console like a month before, 2 months before, something like that. It wasn't super long ago. And then obviously, I think the crowning jewel of my collection, regardless of any kind of grails that I may get down the road, like I say, the Mario on the pole at Target, I think to me just really speaks to me more than one of those 3-foot tall Mario statues that people try to get $15,000, $10,000, whatever for. Those are cool, don't get me wrong, but I just can't see that kind of money into it. But that's to each their own on that, and I'm just stoked on some of this other stuff because I think it's awesome. So thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time on Jeremy